Hi guys, hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Martyna, and if you are new here, because we've had a lot of new people join us recently, which I am so happy and grateful for. Hi, hello, I hope you will like it here. Thank you so much for joining. And today, you guys, I have a quick project for you because, you know, I love making those 1 hour long videos where I just sit down and chat with you and craft with you. It really feels like crafting with friends. This is by far my favorite type of videos to film. However, I absolutely understand that not everyone always has an hour in a day to watch a video, and sometimes you just want something quick, a spark of inspiration, something to start kind of your juices, your creative juices flowing. So this is going to be it. I'm going to make shorter, hopefully shorter videos, those sparks of inspiration from time to time here on my channel. And today I want to show you how to make a tag similar to this, in which I actually only used 5 things. So this is going to be like a 5 supplies challenge, something like this, where we just really create something simple but something really cute. I really love how this turned out, so I hope you will too. But basically the 5 things that I used here are paper scraps, and so we have those stamp paper scraps that we made on Saturday together, and I will have the link for them in the description box below, and also just regular scraps of paper. I have some labels, those are Tracie Fox labels, which I will also link in the description box below. I have this Tim Holtz ephemera piece, which I used as my focal point. I have some fabrics, so fabric, a gold leaf trim, and a little bit of lace here, and also a book page to kind of have a base for my tag. So I'm not counting in this like 5 supplies things, I'm not counting like, you know, glue, double-sided tape, or even my distress oxide ink, because those are like kind of basic supplies. Yeah, so let's make a cute and quick tag with 5 supplies only. So I have here a book page. I'm going to make it a base of my tag. I have paper scraps and a little bit of fabric scraps. I have here are my stamped scraps that we made together, so words, images, random numbers and dates. I have Tracie labels here, and I have those Tim Holtz ephemera pieces that I want to use as my focal points. And here, oh, by the way, you guys, this is a box that my boyfriend made me. He has this, what is it? It's like a laser thingy that cuts from wood and makes impression on wood. So this is like a flower box that he cut me, and there's my logo here, my handwritten logo, which is so cool. And I have bigger Tim Holtz ephemera pieces, and by the way, it also has my logo here. So this is so cool. Okay, so what I'm going to start with is I'm going to prepare a tag. So let me tear this book page in half, and I chose a book page which is a bit stiffer, a bit thicker perhaps, and I am going to take my paper cutter and kind of trim it. So I'm trimming the edges. Great, I think this is a good size for a tag. And just for reference, this is about 6 1/4 inches by 3 3/4. Now I'm taking my scissors and I'm going to cut my tag shape. So I cut one corner up top, and then I'm using this little triangle that I just cut as a template to cut the other corners, so they are kind of similar. They are not always the same, but they are very similar. So this is the easiest way to make a tag. Now the other thing, or the second thing I want to do is, I think I want to choose my focal point first, because then I can choose scraps to go kind of in the background and see, you know, what we need. Oh, this is a Tracie label. I don't know what it's doing here, but I'm thinking some flowers. So this one I made with these birdies, which are one of my favorite images from this Tim Holtz pack. But for this one, I'm thinking some flowers. So we have these two. What else do we have here? We have this one. Let's just take out a few and then we will see which one we like. We have, oh, I love this one. I love the colors. This one is also great, especially if you would be using some colored scraps in the background, because then of course this can go with any color because it's black and white. Okay, so I think we should have enough to pick our focal point, and this is nice, but I am really drawn to this one because it has nice vibrant colors, so they will go really pretty with our more neutral scraps. So now the scraps, and first I'm going to be choosing the bigger scraps to put in the background. So what can we have? I have this piece of packing paper, also this longer one. We will see which one I want to use. Some music paper is always nice. What else? There is some Tim Holtz even. Maybe I will use it as a pop of color. You know, I love my pops of colors. And now I have these vintage ones from Sophia. She gifted them to me, so maybe I will use this. I love this. This is like a tiny book page. And I think this is from a little Bible or something like that. Ooh, and this, you guys, look at how beautifully it matches this color. So we have this, and I'm picking probably more than I need, just because, you know, I like to have a choice. And I also had some scraps of, oh, this could work too, because it also has the same red. I should have some scraps of, oh yes, here it is. This is sewing paper. So that's, I think that should be enough for our bigger scraps, and then we can add our stamp scraps in a moment. So let me start with, what I did here is I actually backed the image on this pattern paper, which I think I want to do here as well, because it just adds such a nice texture, and it's also semi-transparent, so it's not too busy. So I think I'm going to use this as my starting point, and I already love it. Okay, let's see what we can have. I like this, but I think it's slightly big, so I'm going to use my tear ruler, which I got on Amazon, and it is from a brand Joy Crafts, and just tear a piece out of this. Oh, this is a little bit irregular shape, but that's absolutely fine. These go to my scraps box, so I could have maybe something like this. And what I like to do, I don't know if you can see it here, but I kind of like to collage on smaller pieces like this diagonally. So I have this diagonal line here, where this is kind of the most like on the top piece, and this one is here on the bottom. And I also have just a little small one here to just kind of blend it all together. So I think I might go this time diagonally this way. So let's see how we go about it. This may be a bit too large. I could have a piece of this here. And I love this music page. So as you can see, I'm choosing neutral colored scraps, but also some scraps whose colors just match my image. This is a piece of Edith Holden, which I think would look nicely here. Oh yes, I love it. What else? I'm going to have a little bit of collaging up there as well. So let me see now. Can I use this somewhere? Perhaps if I just cut it in half, because it's rather big. This is just a paper raffle that I made, I don't know when, ages ago. Definitely ages ago. And maybe we could add it here, because then we would have red, red, and red. So this is this golden rule of 3. Okay, I'm really liking it. So let's see our stamp scraps. What could we use? We have some random date, which I maybe will just slip in here. We have this create, which I love, and we could definitely consider this as our like phrase for this piece. Oops. What else do we have? We have a label with this beautiful. How about I actually add it underneath here? Ooh, yeah, I love it. Look at this, you guys. Isn't it just turning out so great? And then perhaps we could have our little word kind of on top of the label. I think I like it. I don't think I'm going to be doing anything else with this. So now let me take my adhesives, and I'm using my wet glue and also my glue stick. And I think I am going to start gluing from the top, just because I probably won't be able to remember this composition if I do it, if I remove all of the pieces and then try to recreate it. So I'm just going to start from the top and go all the way down to the bottom pieces. Okay, you guys, this is now glued down, and can you see the diagonal line that I mentioned? So my eye wanders from this top corner all the way down to the bottom one. So I see all of this, and now I want to use my little hoop here, and I am also going to be making just a little bit of collage right here, because then it will give me kind of like a triangle, which is always pleasant to the eye. Okay, so up here I think I would like to use one of the stamped images, because we have 2, so it would be nice to have one more. Oh, I know what I will do. So this is too big for me, but I have this script stamped here. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Stays On, pick a scrap and stamp just a little bit on it, so that I can have a little bit. Let me take my planner here as kind of my background piece. Okay, exactly. So I just want a little bit of stamping, but none of the stamps that I already have were what I was looking for, so I just very quickly made another piece, and yeah, just like that. Quickly going to use my vintage photo distress oxide, go around the edges, and now we have it, and I think it's going to be great. So now we will have 3 stamped images, so again the triangle, the 3. And what else would I like here? Maybe I would actually add a piece of this up there. Let's see if I could make it work, because we of course already have our reds here, but then these 3 would kind of go together. In a way. Isn't it too much? Maybe here. Oh yes, I think I like it. Okay, so gluing everything down, and I am not worried if these pieces are actually sticking out of my tag, because I am going to trim them right when I'm done with gluing. Okay, so we actually just used 1, this is the focal point, 2 we have the scraps, 3 we have the book page. So let's see. Okay, I love it. I love how this is looking. Let me, oh, not this stays on. Let me ink around the edges of this tag to kind of make it look complete in my eyes. Or the composition. It kind of closes the composition, so I really like to do it. And then think, what else? So I want some of this, of course. Like, let me see. This is nice. I really love how this is under the hoop, and I also should have, yeah, a scrap piece of lace. So how about, because you see in this tag I used 3 of this gold leaf, which is awesome, it works great. But how about here I just use this 1, so it kind of draws your attention to the hoop, and then for my topper I will just use a piece of lace. What do you think, guys? I think it looks so sweet. So I am going to do it. I'm going to take my wet glue, glue this gold leaf, and I get it on AliExpress, but you can also, I believe, find it on Amazon, maybe in some other places as well. Okay, so we have this, and I love it. Okay, you guys, so I am going to take this to my sewing machine, stitch around like I did here, and this way I will have this stitched to my tag. You don't have to do it if you don't like stitching, but you like the look. You can just draw some, you know, lines, so like faux stitching, or you can just leave it as it is because it's already beautiful. So I will be right back. Okay, you guys, here it is. I think it looks so pretty. So I stitched around with the straight stitch, and I also added a little bit of zigzag, hope you can see, to just reinforce this in place. And I think my last supply actually is going to be a collective supply called gold. So I'm going to take my gold paste and my gold mist, and I'm going to go around the edges with the paste, and also just add some gold splatters. So yeah, gold will be my last supply, and it will give us 5, but you could just stop at 4 because it really is looking so nice. So this is just a gilding paste, and mine is from a Polish brand called Renaissance. However, you can find any, you know, gilding wax or gilding paste, I believe, on Amazon and in craft stores. And there are also a lot of colors. So let me take this underneath, and with the gold splatters I am just shaking my gold mist, and I'm using it not like a mist, but I am using the nozzle to add some very haphazard random scraps everywhere, and I'm using this paper underneath because, well, the scraps go everywhere pretty much. You know what, while I'm doing this, I think I'm also going to add some splashes here, just because I love them. Awesome. So here it is, you guys. Here is 5 supplies, a vintage looking tag, and I loved this process so much. This was so much fun and so quick, and this is also showing you the ways how you can use those stamped scraps that we made in the previous video. So you can use them as part of your background in collaging, and you can also use them in like the words, the phrases in your collaging. And also if you stamped a larger image, maybe you have some nice flower stamps or mushroom stamps, you can also use them as focal points, and then you have a nice you know, possibility to add a lot of colors to your backgrounds. Here I added neutral scraps because this already has a lot of vibrant colors. So this was today's Monday's spark of inspiration. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will be back with a new video on Wednesday, and I have a huge announcement to make on Wednesday, so please stay tuned. It's going to be so much fun. I hope I will see you there, and yeah, see you in the next one. Bye guys.